If you're looking to buy some cheap and reliable coins, check out buyfifacoins.com. There's a link to them in the description. Use the discount code QUADECA for 5% off, and they're one of the cheapest coin websites on the internet, so make sure you go check them out. Anyways, guys, enjoy the video. What is up, guys? QUADECA X8 here, and welcome to episode 4 of my series called Battle of the Best. Now, in this series, what we do is we take 8 of the best Nigerian strikers, put them in a tournament, and battle them out to see which one is the best. Now, you guys can look at the bracket right now. So today we're going to be having EDA or Edai or Idiot or something, I have no idea how you pronounce his name, versus Musa, and how we're going to determine the winner is we're going to go into 3 online matches. Whoever scores the most goals wins. Simple as that. And yeah, there's a maximum of 4 goals per game, so if you score more than 4 goals, it will only count as 4 goals. So yeah, in this episode there's so many goals scored, it's actually insane. And yeah, enjoy. So we're going to be starting off with EDA, who goes against this Liga BBVA German team. It was a little bit weird. And anyways, he gets the ball in the 18th minute. He's just running, and he scores into the top corner in the back of the net. It was a good goal. And then straight off the kickoff, you know, he thinks he can get by us, but that's not happening. We got Jack Wheelchair, and he's going to play it to EDA. EDA just runs. Like, what is that pace? What is that pace, man? He gets taken down in the box. So obviously we get a penalty, and he's going to score that. So then in the 50th minute, we have EDA just beating everyone. I mean, well, this guy was absolute shit at defending, but we score, and we get 3 goals for EDA. And what is this? What is this? He decides to rage quit. So we're going to give EDA a total of 4 goals for that game. And if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, I do not really care. But anyways, we go into the next match against a Bundesliga team. And look at this. He's just skilling past everyone. Call him Pele. I mean, what the hell is that, man? He can just score just any time he wants. Except it's the 32nd minute, so he probably can't. But look at this. He just dribbles past everyone. And then he scores. That's just what EDA does. He's so damn good. He's so damn good. So he gets 2 goals at the 40th minute. Then my opponent actually gets to score. So congrats to him. He scores with Royce. Then Royce is through again. I bring my keeper out like an idiot, and he scores. So yeah, we've given up our lead. But it doesn't really matter about winning or losing. It just matters about EDA getting the goals. And I really feel like I'm pronouncing his name wrong, but you know what? I'm just going to carry on. So then he's just running past everyone using the ball roll. I'm telling you guys, the ball roll is the most effective skill move on FIFA. And look at that, he scores. He literally beat 7 players to score there. So that's crazy. And then he's still going. He cuts in the middle. Will he score? Of course he will. And he gets the maximum of 4 goals for that game. So in total, he's got 8 goals in 2 games. That's the maximum that you can have. That is crazy. So we're going to go into the next match against a Bundesliga team with some bronze and silver players. And in the 26th minute, EDA gets through and he scores. And then 5 minutes later, he gets through again and he scores again. You know, just some very simple goals. And then my opponent gets through and my opponent scores and does a stupid little celebration with Helms. And then basically straight off of that kickoff, we get the ball to Walcott. Walcott does an over-the-top through ball to EDA, and EDA finishes that with the volley into the back of the net. And then in the 77th minute, I don't even want to look at this. This is just complete AIDS. It's traumatized me for the rest of my life, so I'm not even looking at it. And basically, we end up winning the game 3-1. We do not get the maximum amount of goals for all the games, but we do get 11 goals in 3 games. That is the best that any player on the series has done. So then now we're with Musa, and we're going to a game against a Liga BBVA team, and Rodrigo, straight away in the 4th minute, scores against us. So then 6 minutes later, we get the ball to Musa. Musa just rouletting past everyone like he's fucking Pele, Messi, and Ronaldo combined. And there's a little bit of a scramble in the box, but he ends up winning it, and he scores. And then 1 minute later, like literally 1 minute later, he gets a through ball. He's using that 93 pace. He's outpacing everyone, and he scores again, which is pretty sick. And then in the 43rd minute, you know, Giovanni Dos Santos getting past all of my players, and yeah, he scores to make it 2-2. And then we have to wait until the 60th minute. We have Musa. Will he score? Of course he will. So now he has 3 goals in 60 minutes, which is pretty decent. And then in the 70th minute, my opponent is going to score with Rodrigo doing an unnecessary diving header. And then he's going to get through again with Giovanni Dos Santos, and Rodrigo is going to score again. I don't know what the hell Rodrigo was doing, but he could just score whenever he wanted, and that was the end of the game. So yeah, in order for Musa to win, he's going to have to get the maximum amount of goals in every single game. So then we have to wait until the 2nd minute when Musa's just skilling past everyone from the corner, cutting into the middle, and he scores that
And that is a very, very good goal. And then 4 minutes later, we get a penalty. And is Musa going to score? Yes, he will. So now he's got 2 goals in only 7 minutes of that game, which is pretty crazy. But then we have to wait until the 67th minute for another thing to happen. And that is when Bale gets through, just dribbling past everyone because, you know, I can't defend to save my life. And he scores. So then we finally get another goal with Musa in the 87th minute, and oddly enough, my opponent decides to rage quit in the 90th minute. Why do people do that? But in order to give Musa a chance, I decided to give him 4 goals for that game, just so that he'd have a chance to win. So we go against a BPL squad that's just very solid, 4-1-2-1-2 team, and in the 20th minute, he scores, and basically nothing happens until the 90th minute, when we finally get through with Musa, you know, and he'll be able to score. But obviously, that is not enough to beat EDA, and EDA ends up being the winner, because, I don't know, 11 goals in 3 games, you're not going to be able to beat that. Like, that is just insane. So anyways, that is all. Let's look at the bracket one more time. So in the next episode, we are going to be having the semifinals. And yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and peace. I'm skipping it. I feel like I get good luck when I skip it. Skip it. Ronaldo!